not a random man. Oh shoot, he's choking Alex? Dang. Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork and life lessons from anime. I'm Coach Donnie, and I'm an art teacher, former animator, volleyball coach, and volleyball player. In this video, I'll be reacting to Kuroko no Basket Season 3, Episode 1. The last episode from Season 2 was so hype and definitely was my favorite episode of Kuroko no Basket so far. And just watching Kagami achieve even greater levels of the zone and then seeing Murasaki Bara reach the zone means that he had to care a little bit more about basketball, because one of my favorite parts about the storytelling is that you have to love the game of basketball. And even though I'm not a fan of Murasaki Bara's personality, I was excited for him that he finally crossed that point from not caring to caring, and that's all thanks to his teammate. Many of you are already telling me in the comments that Season 3 is even better. I can't even imagine what better feels like, because the last episode was just so good. Now let's get this Kuroko party started. Ooh, starting all the way back in Teiko Middle School. Got this computer animated movement here. I want to take a closer look at this photo. So we got the generation of miracles, 1, 2, 3. I see 6 players, although they still refer to the 5 prodigies. So it's so cool that Kuroko is included in that. Although I'm going to make a prediction that, man, Kuroko, I still have hope that he can reach the zone, even though he might not have the talent. Although in that image here, you see only 5 people walking away, and I'm looking for Kuroko in there, so he's not in that mix of the 5 prodigies. We still haven't seen Akashi. Oh, and Kagami should be number 6. That was so cool here, seeing that free throw dunk. Throw into the basket. And they keep referring back to Kuroko, and maybe that's what's so special about him, is that he can make the same impact as a Generation Miracle without having the talent or the ability to get into the zone. Although just by loving the sport and the game so much, his zone has to look a little different. Maybe not as wild, but I don't know. I'm just getting too excited already about Season 3. Join our channel memberships and be a part of an exclusive interactive community where you receive early access to all my reaction videos 5 days before they get released, behind the scenes content, members only polls, monthly watch parties where you get to interact directly with me, and uncensored reaction videos with 100% opacity for an extra level of enjoyment. You'll also receive exclusive loyalty badges and custom emojis just for members. So click that join button below to enjoy your members only perks today. Man, stealing. Okay, so this is where I think it's a little bit unrealistic, because Murasaki Bara is really tall and his hands are already up, so his hands have to be at least at the 8-foot or higher mark. Kuroko is short, he doesn't have great jumping ability, and so for Kuroko to jump that high and touch it that high is not as realistic, because you see his hand is actually above Murasaki Bara's. So in this moment, I feel like he should have maybe did it from behind from an upward angle, because he is shorter, versus having like a above dominant type of steal. Emo hair is surprised, but the senpai is not. I just love how menacing the music is. That music is so triumphant with those trumpets. And they're gonna play Kisei's team? That's right. Oh, that should be a friendly game. I'm just playing as hard as I can. Are they going right into the action for episode 1? Nani?
試合の感想とか今後の抱負とかそういうことじゃない？マジかよ。超緊張すんだけど。
Uh-oh, are they gonna have to deal with anxiety from being in the spotlight now?
自然にしてりゃいいんじゃないか？そうそう、自然体が一番よ。そうだな。よし、みんな。
I like how he has to announce that we're gonna relax. That's really good how they animated his anxiety. So you look at his shoulders, when people are tense, they tend to curl up like this. So that's why you want to make sure when you need to relax, you breathe, open up your chest. Here they did a great job with his lips, kind of a squiggly line, where it's like this versus just a straight face. And everyone's shoulders are down and relaxed. So true. Oh, even the coach is kind of hyped up. Although I wish they would have featured the entire team, not just the 5-6 people that played. Shutoku. That was like the game defining game that gave him the confidence. For sure. Just knowing they can win at this level. And knowing that they did it just out of sheer determination. That was a great animation of that, like that boom boom pass, that ball movement. Look at that. 1, 2. That was very realistic. Just the flow of the give and go. This is a cool way to review what happened, just showing a bunch of highlights from that game. The vanishing driver. That's interesting that he would like to play them again as they walk by. Maybe that's just what... Okay, I thought that was just a formality, but... Oh, it was a tie. I completely forgot what happened after a tie. And I definitely remember liking Midorima more. Oh, is this Akashi's team? Man, we still haven't seen him play and it's been 2 full seasons. So he's from Uruguay? Maybe that's just some play of words in Japanese. That's true. I think that's when he first achieved his zone. The electricity. That was probably one of the coolest sequences right there. And to animate that, they must have spent so much money. Just like 2 electric eels dancing around each other. Just so instinctive. And just so funny how they were just completely playing their own game while everyone is playing checkers, they're playing chess. Yeah, I thought they already won. Or maybe he felt like he could have dominated him even more.
それ言ってること一緒だよ。準決勝進出の感想は？とても誇らしい。
I love the cat face guy.
そうですか。
He wants to get in on the interview too.
対戦相手は海上高校が有力ですが、
So is Kaijo the school that Akashi plays for?
練習試合だったので、本格的な試合は初めてだか
No,
ら。
probably not, because if they already played in a practice game, that means we would have seen them by now.
ありがとう。それじゃあそろそろ。
Like, this interview is going nowhere. Oh yeah, we gotta interview Kuroko,
うっかりしてて。
the forgotten man.
どの試合もすごかった。ありがとうございます。チームを支える活躍だったよね。習得戦でも。
Forgot what his support looked like, just more incredible passing, or the misdirection. Vanishing the drive! And his incredible passing. Just constantly slapping the ball, palm strike. And now we got the Vegeta fireball. Full court pass. And the cyclone. That was one of the coolest animations. That was sick. I would have a poster of that just with him finishing that pass. Man, everything he does just has energy coming out of that hand. He's going to talk about something about being a team effort. Kurochin. Oh, so he was making a pun, like a play of words on different teams. I like how he's telling him not to give up, keep working on his puns. That's a good teammate, accepting people for who they are, even if they're a little quirky. Nande? Oh, that's right. We ended on him challenging Kagami to reconcile with Himuro. The double electricity. Still trailing. That was sick. He jumped high enough to stay in the air for 2 shots. I like how Kuroko knows the deeper meaning of all this that is so silly. He just calls them idiots right from the get-go. Yeah, Kuroko's so perceptive. He knows that Kagami was telling him one thing, but his heart was feeling another. And he's just a truth speaker. But one of them has to make that first move of reconciliation. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Kuroko reminds me of another captain from Haikyuu. He was the leader that wasn't a starter, but every time he spoke, people listened, and he just had so much truth. Gosh, if you remember his name, let me know below in the comments, but those personalities just seem so similar. And I think I that's why I gravitate so much to those types of leaders that aren't necessarily the most talented but still make a big impact on the team, and everyone knows that what this person says they should listen to, because even if he's not the top performer on the team. I think I gravitate to those types of leaders because that kind of reminds me of myself, where I'm not the most athletic person, I'm not the tallest, but I do believe I have solid leadership qualities where I don't say a lot, but when I do speak, people tend to listen because they know I'm not just saying things for my own benefit or saying things randomly, that I really put thought into my words and I try to speak truth into the situation at the right time. Oh, maybe he gets to go outside and have a reunion with Alex and Himuro. Hopefully Alex can keep her clothes on during this conversation. I think it's interesting how her hair is always kind of frizzled and messed up. Oryx. It's kind of awkward. Like there's some inappropriate relationship going on between Alex and her students. Ooh, Himuro standing up for her. But I bet you Kagami's gonna come in and save the day too. Oh, that's jacked up. Looking like a loser up close. That was an odd... Wait a minute, I don't understand this. I thought he was gonna punch him. That doesn't make sense. What's going on here? So this guy with the braids is about to punch him. Oh, we froze from it exactly at the right time. Man, look how good that fist is illustrated. It looks exactly like mine. It's got the speed lines to show how fast he's punching. And his eye, if you freeze frame it, his eye is a little bit longer because when you move quickly, there's kind of a delay when you turn fast. So the eye's kind of here, but it's also here. So that's kind of a visual trick. You have to draw the eye temporarily longer. So it looks weird when you just look at that individual image, but it feels very realistic because it helps animate the rotation of that face there. Kisei dunking with his left hand. Does it mean that Kisei is left-handed? Video study. Maybe Kisei is daydreaming about his own game plan. Oh, he had an epiphany. Maybe that Kagami reached that deeper level of zone as his zone was fading. Oh, he blocked it. What does the jacket say? Fukuda. So I don't know if that's the name or the school. Oh! Man, everyone knows like legit martial arts. Look at that spinning back kick. This is exactly how you do it. So first you have to turn and look, then you what we call chamber the knee, and then you extend. I'll do you guys a quick demo. I also used to do tons of martial arts. I did Taekwondo when I was in high school, and I did Muay Thai when I was an adult. I'm gonna give you guys a quick, short instructional video on how to do a spinning back kick. I haven't done it in a while, but I think I could do a decent demo. So if I wanna kick this target here, actually I'll do it with my left leg. So if if I'm fighting someone here, first you gotta turn and look, lift up your knee, and extend. I'll do it this way. So if I'm looking here, the biggest mistake people make when they spin is they kick first. And one, you can't see your target, and also you have more of a rotation, so you end up over-rotating. But a spinning back kick has to be straight to inflict maximum damage, and also to make it as short and quick as possible. Anything circular is going to take too much time. So as I'm going here, I turn and look first, see how I'm turning and looking, lift up my knee, and then extend. Whew. Felt a little tight. Haven't done that in a while. Also no warm up, but when you have a chance to teach something and help somebody, might as well teach it. But yeah, see how his knee is, he's looking and then his knee was up and then he extends through. Great technique here. Even in the basketball anime, I remember Kageyama had some great kicking technique too. This is just such a random fight outside of the stadium. Oh, because Kagami's going to come in and save the day and re-earn his brotherhood. Oh. So it's not a random man. Oh shoot, he's choking Alex? Dang. Oh, this music is getting really mysterious. Wow, if Aomine is pissed off, that means he must have been a really bad guy. So he's like Aomine, but worse in terms of his attitude. Uh-oh. What's wrong with his leg? Maybe he just has a bad feeling in his gut. And he wants to go out to check to make sure people are okay. Why doesn't Kagami just do something? So what's interesting is that Himuro has bruises on his face, but all that happened was he got kicked in the stomach. So even though you want to communicate that he got beat up, he only got hit in the stomach, there shouldn't be bruises on the face. So maybe they're trying not to fight because they know they'll get kicked out of the tournament. Yeah, he's just using basketball as a way to fight. Oh, Aomine. Oh no, Kise. Haizaki. Then he got kicked off. Oh, Akashi forced him to quit. Man, Akashi's got a lot of pool. A lot of pool on the team. So after he quit, they started identifying that they're all prodigies. So he was good enough, just too violent. So he has gray hair, and I think that might be a common theme in Japanese games. I remember in Final Fantasy, Sephiroth, who was like the main villain, he also had this type of gray hair. I'm trying to think of other villains that have had that gray hair as a villain. Are they gonna play one-on-one outside? And they're gonna switch to another scene. How are they gonna end this now? So maybe he's trying to get under his skin so he doesn't beat those guys up now and tries to do it on the court. Okay, so Kisei was able to defuse the situation. Oh, he's gonna wish him good luck now. Now Kagami's gonna return the favor to Kisei. You know what's funny? Even this cat face guy, they did a good job showing that it's still him from the profile view, because the side of his mouth is still kind of curled up like a cat. Oh, was Kuroko on the team when he was there? Oh, I guess he was. He must remember him. Ikuzo! Man, this is just getting so interesting knowing that there's another player that's more dangerous than the actual team that was injuring people. That's pretty bad. Oh, it says Fuku. Okay, so Kisei is playing Fukuda or Haizaki. Too many names to learn. Man, this metal band's going crazy. Is this a new outro? Oh, is that baby Kuroko? He's so cute. Where is the dog? We have not seen Kuroko's little baby dog. I like this new outro music. Alright, pretty normal. We got a bunch of athletes shopping for shoes, playing games on their phones, working out, enjoying the Cherry Blossom Festival. Oh, interesting. We got Akashi playing the violin. What a gentleman. That is so interesting that maybe this shows into his character that he was someone that was trained as a prodigy. So he had parents maybe were professional athletes. They had all this money and they poured all this money to make Akashi like excellent at everything, whether it's music, basketball, leadership. And I happen to pause it on the end screen where you have a bunch of Vietnamese names. Even though this is a Japanese production, I'm surprised to see so many Vietnamese people here. So if someone knows why on a Japanese production, why there be such a large cast of Vietnamese people, let me know, because that's just a random fact I would like to know. Not used to seeing that on Japanese anime. What does that say in the back? PB Sebo Ba. I can't read that graffiti. That must be Kuroko in elementary school. Oh, is that Haizaki? It must be, because we got Akashi and you got the hairdo of, but then he has darker hair and Haizaki should have gray hair. But then I think I would see Minosaki Bada in the back and Kisei, like a young Kisei. Okay, no, that was probably just Akashi's new team. Oh, we have Minosaki Bada tying the hair back. That's how you know he's activated the zone. And the final stage boss, Akashi. Oh, so cool. You see, even as the wind's blowing and the cherry blossom flowing, the pages in his book are flipping, or maybe that's his diary. That's cool. They're kind of spinning faster too. I love these outro intro scenes because they really put their best animation in these sequences. That was cool how they synced up the syncopations of the band with the words. Dun, dun, dun. No previews here. I gotta say, for a first episode of the season, that was pretty action-packed. Not a lot of basketball play, but really great highlights. And right from the get-go, we get to meet a new, interesting character who is even more villainous. At first, I thought Aomine was the true villain, but he ended up being just a bored basketball player that was looking for stronger competition. And he softened up now that Kuroko was able to inspire joy in his game. Then I thought the team that was trying to injure every player was a villain enough. Actually, I thought Midorima was a villain, but that's just his personality. Then we got the team that was trying to injure everybody, and I thought that was bad enough. Now we got Haizaki and Akashi. He is someone that we haven't met yet, but maybe he's even more villainous, but he seems, because I think he tried to cut Kagami, if I remember correctly. So I like the fact that there's so many surprises and new characters coming up, and I'm looking forward to see how this game turns out. But more importantly, I'm actually looking forward to Kagami and Himeno reconciling to be brothers again, because we know that's going to be an emotional scene, and I'm looking forward to it.